12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Hi, it's Tuesday, July 28th, and just a quick mention before we get to weather. The Bexar County Sheriff's Office posted to their social media that there's a road closure due to a 4-vehicle crash over there.
All right, so this is happening on Culebra Road and Ranch View Drive. That's in West Bexar County. So the eastbound lanes right now are currently closed. And if we're able to get any kind of camera or any visual on that, we'll be sure to pass that along to you. Yes. So that's how we're going to start this hour. Let's get you outside the live cam and show you what things are looking like as we get going on a Tuesday, final Tuesday of the month. And again, we find ourselves with plenty of heat to talk about today.
No doubt about it. It is actually feeling like July for once. As we look outside, we got a lot of blue skies. It is going to be a hot day. We're not going to see much in the way of cloud cover. Temperatures are already starting to warm up. And I suspect we're going to be up near 100 this afternoon. Now, that comes with the caveat in that we're going to see low humidity levels. So, yeah, it's 100, but it'll be more of a dry heat. Let's take a look at the visible satellite picture. What cloud cover we do have is generally south of San Antonio, and it's already starting to break up. So we know that we'll see mostly sunny skies today. And we showed this a lot yesterday about the feels like temperature. So the current heat index around the area. We're at 81. That's not so bad when you consider New Orleans right now feels like 96, in Tampa feels like 102, in Jackson feels like 95, and they are headed back to those huge numbers this afternoon. That's where all the heat advisories are. We've got kind of the opposite effect where temperatures today, yes, again, they may be up near 100, but it may not even feel that hot because the air will be dry enough to where the heat index may actually be a degree or two lower than the actual air temperature. It will be hot, though, today and tomorrow before we can talk about rain chances, and they are also back in the forecast. We'll explain when and where we have our best odds of seeing some rain coming up in just a couple minutes.
Thank you, Justin. Let's take a look out there with TransGuide. That shot looks good at 151 Loop 410, and things are looking good there at I-10. I'm looking on the TxDOT website. We do see that there was a minor crash at I-10 at I-35 eastbound, so that would be something to be aware of. You don't see that on your screen, so just I-10 west, exit 10, 35 closed. Okay, well that's there as well, so just be aware of that location.
Dad, I need my son. I lost one son. I can't live with him. Okay.
Well, he lost one son to a gunshot. The other is in jail. A distraught father asking a judge to release his son back into his custody during a hearing.
So his teenage son is accused of handling a gun that fired and killed the man's other son, who was just 8 years old. Well, now the alleged teen shooter is charged with manslaughter. The defense and the prosecution were in court yesterday to determine if the teen would remain in custody. The incident happened last Friday at a home on Bob Billis Street near East South Cross Boulevard and Pecan Valley Drive. San Antonio police say that's where they found the 8-year-old shot in the neck.
Well, he didn't survive, and the family says the child's name was Daniel Cáceres. As for his brother, the judge didn't mince words when he said the shooting was an accident.
It was an accident.
Okay. And I believe you. The problem is this. You shouldn't have had your hand on that gun in the first place. That gun should have been locked up. And this is what happens when they're not.
Well, the judge ruled that the teen will remain in custody. His next detention hearing is next week on August 11th. And it was a deadly weekend for a motorcyclist here in San Antonio. 3 people were killed.
Right, so this all happened in actually 3 different crashes across the city. Given this past weekend's events, there will be a motorcycle safety meetup and a moment of silence later tonight at Caliente Harley-Davidson from 8 to 10 p.m. They are expecting hundreds of riders to participate.
And this is in response to this fiery crash claimed the life of a 25-year-old on Sunday after he couldn't brake in time, running a red light at the intersection of Southwest Military and Logwood Avenue on the city's north side.
So the same day, off 35 North in Topperwine, SAPD says that a person lost control of his bike before crashing and ultimately dying at the scene.
And on Saturday, police say a 20-year-old was killed after racing another motorcycle on I-10 near De Zavala.
Respect the road, respect other drivers and riders is really what, after this weekend, that's the biggest message that I have for the community.
After a weekend like this, what do you hope that other motorcyclists and future motorcyclists are made aware of?
Road conditions, their speed, and their skill level is my 3 basic things.
Now, we spoke with the nonprofit Fallen Riders, and their founders explained that they help in facilitating trainings for riders, as well as they work with groups to provide those in need necessary safety equipment, as well as assisting with fundraisers and memorial rides for those who have been lost.
Well, killed by her own dog, a woman bitten multiple times during an attack last week has died. That's according to Animal Care Services. Now, following the attack, the dog was placed in quarantine, and the dog's owner was issued several citations. Bexar County Medical Examiner's Office have identified her as 32-year-old Simone Like. Now, San Antonio police say that the attack happened last Thursday on Patricia Drive on the northwest side. Now, according to a woman who identified herself as a friend of hers, the dog lived with her and her boyfriend and says the dog turned on Like when she tried to keep it from biting someone else.
Well, we're learning more about an abandoned animals case that we first told you about Sunday. Schertz police have now told KSAT that 64 animals were found in what they call distressing conditions at an abandoned home. The Schertz Animal Control Division now has custody of the animals, and they're asking for donations. You can see the list of items that they're asking for on your screen right there. They're also accepting monetary donations to cover any medical bills for these animals. All the donations can be dropped off at the Schertz Animal Services facility.
Here's a look at today's 9 at 9. A New York City police officer and at least 3 other victims are dead after a shooting in a Manhattan office building yesterday evening. The Park Avenue high-rise houses the offices of the NFL. Now, officials say that that person walked into the building carrying an M4 assault rifle and opened fire in the lobby and on the 33rd floor. He later died from a self-inflicted wound. Now, police have identified that suspect as a 27-year-old from Las Vegas with a mental health history.
Arkansas State Police have released a sketch of a person of interest in the murder of a mother and father who were hiking with their children at Devil's Den State Park. Both victims were found dead on a walking trail Saturday. Investigators are not saying how they were killed, but their deaths are being investigated as a double homicide. The couple's 7- and 9-year-old daughters were not hurt, and they're now with family members. Investigators say the suspect in the deaths likely sustained an injury while attacking the couple and may be driving a black 4-door Mazda sedan.
Well, leaders are rolling out new documents that offer a glimpse into changes that will upend the century-old understanding about the benefits of being born in the United States. So a Supreme Court decision last month allowed the administration to develop plans for ending birthright citizenship. Under those guidance documents, parents of newborns, including U.S. citizens, might be required to jump through additional hoops to verify their own immigration status to obtain a passport or social security number for their children.
The Office of Personnel Management has released a new memorandum regarding religious protection on the job. The White House will allow federal workers to promote their religious beliefs to colleagues. The guidance declares that federal agencies should allow personal religious expression unless it would impose difficulty on business operations. Federal workers will be allowed to display religious items on their desks at work and pray together or individually at the office.
Well, Spirit Airlines is planning to furlough hundreds of pilots amid financial struggles and a reduced flying schedule. 270 pilots will be furloughed and 140 more will be demoted. The airline said the move is necessary to return to profitability. The furloughs will take effect on November 1st. In March, the airline managed to come out of bankruptcy protection after 4 months of restructuring.
Whistle, a company that makes tracking devices for pets, is shutting down next month. It's being acquired by Tractive, a competitor based in Austria. Tractive is offering free replacement trackers to current Whistle subscribers through September.
PayPal is offering a new payment option. The company is offering smaller U.S. merchants to accept more than 100 cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin and Trump coin. Businesses can opt into the new system in the coming weeks. Availability will expand later this year.
Anti-Gravity is the new drone company spun off of Chinese camera maker Insta360. The company's first product will be a still unnamed drone that can record 360-degree video. Anti-Gravity plans to unveil the drone sometime next month.
Well, this fall, tens of thousands of young adult male tarantulas will crawl out of their hiding spots in California, Colorado, Kansas, New Mexico, and yes, here in Texas for mating season. So one environmental scientist says if you are lucky enough, you might see hordes of the hairy baseball-sized spiders crossing the roadway. Huh? However, if you do spot a tarantula, leave it alone. Experts say they are generally docile, but they can bite and they can jump up to 2 feet. Wow. And that's today's 9 at 9.
Yeah, I'm good. Just leave them alone.
We will leave them alone.
And they can do their thing, find their mate, and get on their way.
Right. We hope we don't see them jumping in front of us too.
Oh, my God. Nope. That's what nightmares are made of at my house.
Yes.
All right. It is 9:08 right now, 79 degrees, and still ahead on GMSA at 9. A new design unveiled by a Texas-based company inspired by a restaurant booth. You heard right. We're going to explain this morning's Money Matters. Still ahead.
And also coming up here on GMSA at 9, we're going to introduce you to 2 more ambassadors for the San Antonio Marathon. They started their own social media, have a following that's keeping track of their journeys. Well, welcome back. It is 9:12. Well, even though the San Antonio Marathon, half marathon, and 5K races are scheduled to happen in December, the training starts now.
Yeah, and these guys are at it for sure. So last month, Stephanie actually introduced us to a few of the 24 marathon ambassadors that were selected by San Antonio Sports to represent and promote the upcoming races.
And today we are introducing you to 2 more ambassadors who have been tracking their running, their fitness journeys on social media together, inspiring others to take that first step. Runners Aaron Stinnett and Victoria Vaca are gearing up to run their very first half marathon at the very first San Antonio Marathon in December. However, they say they weren't always runners.
No, Aaron, not El Camino.
I don't feel like running today.
Then why did you make me come here?
We got into our fitness journey just about 2 years ago. We started making social media content. We're known as Fit and Fluffy on our platforms.
Aaron and Victoria decided to join a run club in August of last year, which they say was a little intimidating at first. So they shared that moment before taking that first big step of just getting out of the car on social media.
We're trying to do a running club. It's social, but everyone's really pretty and skinny.
And we're chunky. Pretty, but chunky.
I'm afraid.
Oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, and so we made friends.
That was our very first run, and it was a video of us, and we just decided to kind of take that vulnerable step of like, let's do it. But we sat in the car for like 5 minutes, like, I don't want to go, I don't want to do it. Do you want to do it? I don't want to do it.
Maybe it's a mouthful.
And after sharing their journeys, Aaron and Victoria quickly found out that they weren't alone in feeling intimidated.
The comments we get a lot is, that's how I felt. The very first time I stepped out of my car to go run, the very first time I stepped out to even go to the gym, do whatever is, I sat there with the anxiety of like, can I even do this? And to hear people say like, you've been part of the reason why I got off the car. You've been part of the reason why I've started this journey.
Look at me, look at me.
Now Aaron and Victoria will be sharing their running experiences on TikTok and Instagram as marathon ambassadors. I mean, yes, you're on social media, but you're also ambassadors for the San Antonio Marathon. What does that mean for you guys?
It's a big opportunity. We've talked about it, and when we got the opportunity and we're chosen, we sat there and we were like, we represent a very, I say a specific group of people, but it's a very broad group of people that don't think that they can run.
Our mission here is to let everybody know like everybody and every pace can come out. And we are really trying to advocate and let everyone know that we can do it, you can do it.
Stephanie Cerna, KSAT 12 News. It's so cool to meet Victoria and Aaron. And I was telling Ernie earlier that I came across their page on social media, and I thought it was pretty neat. Started following them. But then after that, San Antonio Sports was introducing all of their ambassadors. I was like, oh my gosh, I know you guys.
know you guys.
Yeah, but
that's cool.
Awesome job, and of course the training starts now, and they're getting ready for that half marathon coming in December.
Hey, good on them for putting themselves out there like that, and being a little vulnerable and just keeping it real, and hopefully getting some good results out of it.
Yeah,
so.
and then and on the way, encouraging a lot of other people. So
good for them.
Yes, so thank you guys.
I love it. I like that. And I like SA Live as well, too. Let's find out. Jen, are you going to run the half marathon this year?
You guys are inspiring me. That was what a great story.
Yeah.
And my brother, little side note, he is like, you're running. So, Stephanie, I'm going to have to get with you because I need to work on my training.
Well, we have time. That is the good news.
That is
Lots
good.
of time.
That made me feel a little bit better. I have time.
Nice.
Okay, well, our question today, now, if you are a runner and maybe you want to indulge today in some chicken wings, it is National Chicken Wing Day. Did you guys know that?
I just found that out before we walked in here.
Okay, well now you know. And so our question today, because I feel like people are very particular about their wings, do you go with the boneless or bone-in? You guys?
Boneless all the way.
Really?
Yes.
I can't do boneless.
Boneless, yeah. It's
me
like
too.
a chicken nugget, but
yes,
I like it.
I was going to say, people make fun of me because they're like, those are chicken wings, those are chicken nuggets. Well, then I like spicy chicken nuggets. Then.
It's easier that
You own
way.
it, right? You're like,
It's
well, then I like
convenient,
a
right?
chicken nugget.
Yeah.
Okay.
And less messy in theory, but yeah, boneless.
Yeah.
Is that what it is for you guys?
It is for me.
It's
Yeah, I
easier
don't
to
know.
eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just easier. I don't know. I feel like it's tastier too.
Yeah.
And it's just,
All right,
or maybe
well,
it's from growing up with chicken nuggets. Now we have our adult chicken nuggets.
Yeah, that takes us back. Yes. Okay. Well, we'll see because it looks like boneless is winning right now. So I don't know how many votes we have, but hey, they're in the lead. So get your phone out, scan the QR code, and weigh in. We'll see which one comes out on top. And we have some deals to share a little later on SA Live. So I'll see you.
Oh, the vote is swaying.
Oh, you see that? Okay.
Somebody's chiming in. All
Okay.
right.
We'll see. We'll see what happens later.
I love this.
You
I
guys
love
in
the
a bit.
real-time action. It's
Yeah,
like
I know,
election
right?
night here on KSAT 12.
Very
Live
important.
results coming in.
Very important. Yes.
Thank you, Jen.
See all of it.
Yeah, no, very good. I think this is probably one of those things people are very passionate. It's one or the other.
Yeah, I'm going to guess bone-in's going to win. I think we're in the
I
minority.
think you're probably
I think
right.
we are
I
in
think
the
you're probably
minority.
right.
But no, I do like the boneless, and I'm really weird. I like my wings with honey mustard, not ranch or blue cheese. You got to go with the honey mustard.
Okay.
I just like it without the extra sauce.
Okay, well.
So, oh, I'm weird.
There's no hope for you. No, I'm
Yeah,
kidding.
right.
Gotta have the sauce. Anyway, let's take a look at a picture, guys, here on our KSAT Connect. This is from Debbie. It's kind of a cool shot. She says, Daddy daycare, babysitting the fawn in the middle. And this was out at Canyon Lake. I guess that's what's going on there. That's pretty cool. It looks like they're just chilling, nonetheless. Debbie, we do appreciate that photo, and it's very scenic out there. So thank you so much. And let me show you the big picture and what's going on here with the water vapor imagery. This is always, I think, a really good way to kind of understand the overall pattern. And we've got our flow here clockwise. So there is our ridge of high pressure. It's building into northeast Texas and kind of sinking in our direction. So that's why skies have really cleared up today. And we've got some dry air shifting in too. So all these things combined is going to give us those hot temperatures this afternoon. Now, the forecast heat index here in San Antonio is only going to be in the upper 90s. It's actually going to be below the air temperatures we've been discussing. But you go east, that's where all the humidity is, and they're going to have another day of these record high heat index values. Places like Memphis, 114 is what it is forecast to feel like this afternoon. Jackson, 111. Jacksonville, 105. So just a ton of heat all the way up really to Detroit and Chicago, Omaha. It is dangerously hot again today. We talked a lot about that yesterday, but they're dealing with it again today. High temperatures for us, 100 Pleasanton, 99 in Beeville, 100 Freer, 102 Laredo. Hill Country should be looking at mid-90s, but it's hot. Hot is hot, and we're in the kind of the throes of when we would expect to see really hot temperatures around here. Now, again, the one kind of positive, I suppose, is the fact that dew points are really going to fall off. So we started off kind of muggy. By this afternoon, we'll end up almost in the dry category. Dew points will fall that much. And then they'll build again tomorrow morning before falling again tomorrow afternoon. But it will be a dry heat today and tomorrow. And skies have almost completely cleared now. We're at 79. It does feel like 82, but notice the wind direction, southwesterly, and that's one of the reasons the air is drying out some. 75 New Braunfels, 79 Converse, 73 right now at Bernie. And our forecast today, that high pressure that we discussed, does move across Texas today and tomorrow. So the rain stays out of the picture. All the rain's around the periphery, right? Well, by Thursday, this gets shoved all the way out to the El Paso area, and this opens up the door slightly, but opens it up. So we get a little disturbance that rolls in, and that should help to create a shower or two right along the coast. Some of those could work in towards San Antonio, but really I think our better odds are going to come Friday and Saturday. There will be a frontal boundary across North Texas. It does not make it here. It doesn't look like it will, but it may push some of these storms that develop along it may push out some outflow boundaries and may eventually get some showers and storms down here. I think rain chances are still only 30%, but it is better than nothing. And we'll see some of those spotty downpours, I think, Friday and Saturday. That will be our best chance to see any rain before the rain chances fall off. We also have a small chance Thursday, as I said, small chance Sunday. So 101 tomorrow, near 100 Thursday. We'll bring down the temperatures a little bit Friday, Saturday, with some of the clouds and the rainfall potential. And then a small chance there Sunday, but the temperatures fall out of the triple-digit range, thankfully. But humidity does return.
It's a trade-off.
Obviously, yeah, it really always is. You know, trade one for the other
I am happy for the weather team that you didn't have this summer where you had like 45 days in a row of 105 degrees and you had to like figure out how to say that creatively 100,000 times.
5 years of that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. No, I remember.
Yes, it's a sensitive subject.
I didn't mean to trigger you there, but
no, it's fine.
I like there's a little more variety.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes.
It really has been good.
We respect that. Yes, we did.
Very good. Okay, we still have more to come here on GMSA at 9. Don't go away.
All right, welcome back. It's 9:25. Booth-inspired boots.
Correct.
Okay, we're learning about that. Recalls and layoffs and some of the things that discussed in this morning's Money Matters.
Yeah, Maribel Aber explains.
First off, Canadian ice cream maker Tropical Foods is recalling several products due to an allergy risk. Over a dozen frozen snacks are reported to contain undeclared milk. So this could pose a potentially life-threatening risk to those with allergies or severe sensitivities to milk. That's according to the company. The products were sold at retail locations nationwide under a couple of different brand names. Tropical urges customers to throw away the product if they could be affected. Specific brand names and lot numbers can be found on Tropical's website or USDA.gov. Spirit Airlines is shrinking its flight schedule and pilot ranks. The cash-strapped budget carrier says it will furlough about 270 pilots and downgrade another 140 from captain status starting in October. In a company email to Reuters, Spirit execs say the staffing changes were necessary to match its downsized flight schedule. The Florida-based carrier emerged from bankruptcy protection in March after years of losses, heavy debt, and failed merger attempts. It's been working to shake off its no-frills image and rebrand as a premium carrier. Okay, a Texas-based boot maker is launching a spiffy new stepper inspired by the booths at Chili's restaurant. Starting today, you can order the new Booth boots from Tecovas. The deep red cowboy boots are marketed as being made from the same material as the booths at the popular chain restaurant. They come in styles for both men and women. They're only available for sale online through Tecovas' website while supplies last. And if you need a belt, you can get a matching one embellished with a chili pepper and brass buckle for $75. The boots will set you back $345.
Well, hold on.
Whoa, we were okay until she said $345.
So belt and boots, you're in the hole about $420.
Oh goodness, but they are cute.
Oh, they're very cute.
And seeing that, it makes me wonder when Whataburger's going to have some.
I feel like they've done boots before.
You think so? The orange and white stripe, maybe?
I'd have to double check, but I feel like they're always doing swag and stuff in their Whata store. So
very smart marketing.
Fred's Fish Fry, you're up next.
We'll see what comes out of that.
All right, more to come here on GMSA at 9, including digital prices. They could soon be at a grocery store near you. How the technology is allowing companies to raise prices daily. All right, we're back now at 9:31 on GMSA at 9, and we saw how many people stepped up to help those in need following the deadly Hill Country floods. And this was the case for one rescue team, Zaka Search and Rescue, all the way from Israel. Zaka is an emergency response organization with 4,000 volunteers. For the last 30 years, they've traveled internationally, providing medical aid to victims in disaster areas. This time, they spent about 2 weeks in the Hill Country, working with the Texas A&M Task Force 1 to search for flood victims. Members just knew they had to be here.
The local people are so amazing.
The American people, like you say to us, you're not alone, you are also not alone. We are with you. If we can help you in everything, we will be there.
So one of the group's biggest contributions was an AI-based model developed by an Israeli professor. You're seeing here how it works. It maps out the areas where missing victims were most likely to be.
Well, the Kerr County Sheriff's Office says they are seeing more theft and looting since the floods. And the sheriff asked county commissioners for extra manpower to protect people. And leaders agreed. So during yesterday's commissioner's court hearing, leaders approved adding another criminal investigators to the sheriff's office.
We've already seen a slight increase in some crime, and we actually got our first fraud case. We're going to be working with the Attorney General's office, but obviously I anticipate this to rise as time goes on.
Well, during the meeting, Kerr County Judge Rob Kelly also brought up the burn ban. It has been lifted in some areas in Kerr County. However, the judge doesn't want everyone burning the debris that's been piling up. Judge Kelly said anyone who wants to burn something needs to get formal burn permit from the sheriff's office. And in the wake of the Hill Country floods, the Boerne Police Department is warning neighbors not to be fooled by scams. The police department says to verify the nonprofits before giving, watch out for the high-pressure tactics, and stick to trusted organizations.
This comes after yesterday's commissioners' court meeting in Kirk County, where the sheriff said that they are facing their first flood-related fraud case. We have a full list of trusted resources to donate. Just go to KSAT.com. Well, in Kerrville, the city has declared a water supply emergency after flood damage to its water treatment plant. So the city is in stage 4 water restrictions right now. That means people in Kerrville cannot use their sprinklers or hoses at any time. While repairs are underway, Kerrville is using water from groundwater wells.
And we know the damages in the Hill Country are going to take a while to repair. And we also know many are still dealing with power outages, and now we have a potential timeline on that. So the Kerrville Utility Board says that repairs in Kirk County could take up to 2 or 3 months. The board says that the power station in Hunt was under 8 feet of water and mud, but they are working with the Lower Colorado River Authority for a temporary fix.
In Uvalde, the families of the Robb Elementary shooting victims will soon learn more about that tragic day.
Uvalde County commissioners have voted to release records related to the May 2022 massacre. However, the county and the school district have not said when those records will be released. KSAT 12 and other news outlets sued for the records nearly 3 years ago.
So earlier this month, an appeals court they ordered Uvalde County and the Uvalde School District to turn over those records. Jesse Rizzo, whose niece Jackie died in the shooting, praised that decision.
The longer that you hold on to these things that eventually see the light of day, you know, the longer it'll take for the community to come together.
Well, Jesse Rizzo is also a Uvalde school board member. And Uvalde just got a new $16 million health center. The Community Health Development Center says it's aimed at boosting physical, behavioral, and emotional health support after the school shooting. So this 16,000 square foot space offers healthcare services, community support, education, workforce training, and a place for neighbors to come together.
What I see is a lot of people coming into court, good-hearted, thinking this is going to help them, but instead they have no idea that it is about to destroy their life.
So that was Congressman Greg Casar talking about something that we've seen play out recently at the courthouse downtown. That's people showing up to their appointment and then being taken away by immigration and customs enforcement agents. The congressman said courthouses used to be off limits so people could safely argue their cases there. He also said that he looks forward to speaking more with Mayor Gina Ortiz-Jones about recent immigration moves being made here in San Antonio.
Well, now an update to recall that we've been following here in Texas. So more tuna salad items from Albertsons, Randall's, and Tom Thumb are being pulled for possible Listeria contamination. Now, the FDA says that the new recalled items had a sell-by date of July 23rd through today, July 29th. And while no injuries have been reported, these are not safe to eat. So if you have one, throw it away or return it and get your money back. You can find the recall on our website at KSAT.com.
All right, 9:36 now on this Tuesday. Back outside a live cam to show you what Mother Nature is providing us here in case you're getting ready to take off. Got a little bit of, well, I guess a lot of heat to deal with potentially.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those days where we see some triple digits. I think we're going to add to our triple digit list this year. We've only had 4 days, but we may make it 5, and tomorrow could be 6 the way things are looking. Hey, I want to show you the pollen count. It is in. Molds are moderate inexplicably. They jump up today from 300 yesterday. They're up to 850. For whatever reason, may have you sniffling and sneezing. So that's the only thing we got out there, but it is a little elevated today. Our forecast, noontime, 89, mostly sunny. And yep, there are those triple digits by 4 o'clock. Hot, but low humidity. It will be kind of a dry, deserty type heat today. 92 at 8 p.m. and then 88 at 9 o'clock. Any rain chance is going to hold off until Thursday, more so Friday into Saturday, as we've been discussing. Just a 30% chance of seeing a little bit of activity around the area before rain chances drop off again next week. Guys.
Thank you, Justin. Let's look out there with TransGuide, and actually nothing to report on the TxDOT website, just those usual construction spots. Looking over at 281 at the quarry, things are moving right now.
Okay, well, school is out for a little bit longer, and teenagers are free to relax, roam, and potentially get into some trouble. Last year, between June, July, and August, 264 teenagers ended up under the radar of Bexar County Juvenile Detention Center.
And the year before, as you can see on your screen, it was 331 kids who were in trouble for things like trespassing, drugs, or other criminal mischief, but also serious crimes like murder.
All right, so one program is giving teens a space to express themselves in poetry, lyrics, or storytelling. And Patty Santos tells us about Gemini Inc.
I do not have a name for this poem. I finished it just last night.
Sophia Ball started a love affair with creative writing at the age of 9.
I use writing personally as a way to channel a lot of the emotions that I feel.
The high school senior now leads the teen writing circle at Gemini Inc.
I have teenagers at home, so I know about self-expression. Yes, but yes, giving them a structured way to express themselves.
Mandy Lynn Lara is the class coordinator. The free class is now going on 7 months strong. Teens meet over Zoom the last Saturday of the month.
There's a lot of things that teens need to say, and sometimes, getting on social media is like yelling at a platform that is an echo chamber or has no response. And so just getting teens somewhere where they can talk to other like-minded teens.
Gemini Inc. also runs other programs with local nonprofits like Women and Teens in Recovery, and for 20 years they've taught teens in the Crier Juvenile Correction Center creative expression.
How important is this for teenagers? Maybe somebody who's struggling. We know that kids are going through a lot right now.
It's cathartic. Writing is therapeutic.
Patty Santos, KSAT 12 News.
Well, each year, Gemini Inc. helps publish 200 writings from the groups that they work with.
You can read more about the programs they offer. Just go to KSAT.com and search Gemini Inc.
We're looking at back to school season coming up really fast, and some districts are still looking for some job positions. So Edgewood ISD is hosting a career fair this Thursday. This is going to be from 9 a.m. to noon at the Edgewood Gym.
That is on Eldridge Avenue near Southwest 36th Street and Old Highway 90. If you're interested, make sure to bring items like your driver's license and have your social security number handy. The district says you should apply online beforehand. We have more information on our website. Just go to KSAT.com.
Time now is 9:40, and we're at 79 degrees for now. You are watching GMSA at 9.
Digital prices in the grocery store. If you haven't seen them yet, you might see them soon. After the break, how grocery stores are using new tech to change prices daily.
Oh, welcome back. It's 9:44, and now to your money and more supermarkets using digital ads.
Yep, meaning the price you pay could change potentially several times while you're actually in the grocery store. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has more.
The price of your groceries may soon change right in front of your eyes. A glimpse of what shoppers could soon see is already on display in Europe, where the Wall Street Journal found prices at some grocery stores can change up to 100 times per day. The technology behind it? Digital shelf labels, small electronic screens that can instantly display new prices at the push of a button, and they're being used more and more across the U.S. Walmart has installed digital tags in more than 400 locations, with plans to reach 2,300 stores by next year. Kroger and Whole Foods are expanding pilot programs as well. It's fueling fears of surge pricing.
Like charging more for ice cream when it's a hot day or for an umbrella when it's a rainy day.
Senators Elizabeth Warren and Bob Casey have sent a letter to Kroger warning the labels could be used to squeeze consumers to increase profits. But the company insists the labels won't be used for surge pricing. Companies say the tags help cut back on time-consuming labor. Walmart says it used to take 2 full days to update prices across the store. With digital tags, just minutes.
Sometimes a lot of these folks are only working 20, 25 hours a week. This is a heavy, labor-intensive job.
In a recent study, researchers found virtually no surge pricing after electronic labels were installed, finding the labels actually increase the likelihood of consumers getting discounts. But skepticism remains. Maine and Rhode Island have introduced bills to limit the use of digital labels. And in Arizona, a state lawmaker introduced a bill to ban digital tags entirely.
What?
I know. What if they did that like at, well, I'm not saying that they're going to do that at the San Antonio Zoo, but like venues, like your admission changes.
Yeah.
Right when you step up to the counter.
Wendy's, I think, tried this last year, and there was an uproar about it.
That's right.
Because people
at the drive-thru
were afraid of the same thing.
Yeah. No.
I think it will work if they make a rule that the prices can only go down.
Yes.
Yes, they cannot go up.
Mm-hmm.
They can't go up.
I like that. No, I like that. I can get behind that.
Yeah.
They can go down and
get behind that.
But what if they go down and they need to come back up? They have to make an announcement.
Oh, that's a good point.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, it's I don't know, it's Thursday, so we're going to do everything
you can
half off.
change it every day,
Yeah.
but you can't change it.
Got it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
we need the blue light special again.
Yeah,
like
we got to
that
figure things
came
out. Yeah.
Robots are taking over. Robots and digital. It's everything.
We were just talking about that.
I sound like an old person. Okay.
Get off my lawn.
I was getting there. Let's take a look at the numbers for the rainfall accumulation for the year. We're at 20.25. The average is 18.42. The difference is about 1.8. So we're above average when it comes to rainfall. But I made this point a little bit earlier this morning, and that is the rainfall has been not well distributed. Maybe that's the best way to put it. Obviously, we know what happened in Kerrville. They got way too much rain there, but there have also been some spots like Del Rio, 3.86 inches. They're nearly 7 inches behind average. Places like Medina County have not got a ton of rain, so it hasn't been distributed well. Some places still do need quite a bit of rain, while others don't need any at all. You look at the futurecast here. What do we have in our future? Well, we're going to fast forward right on into Thursday, because today and tomorrow we'll hardly see any cloud cover, so we're not going to see any rain. But I think on Thursday we'll start to get a few showers developing along the coast, and a few of those could work inland. Okay, I think Thursday the rain overall is going to be pretty low in coverage. As we get into Friday, though, we get a frontal boundary that will develop up here across North Texas. I don't think this makes it far enough south to affect us. But if it can kick up some storms up here, a lot of times we can see outflow boundaries from those storms develop new storms further south. And the models do continue to hint at this, maybe Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening. So that's why we raised the rain chances a little bit. I think that's also the case Friday evening going into Saturday evening. So those are kind of the two time frames where we may see some of that. Outside right now, certainly no rain in sight, not even a cloud. 79. And notice the wind is out of the south and west. That's just a little bit drier. We just had an update there at Stinson. We're up to 80 now. But the feels like number, we still have a heat index. You tack on about 3 degrees. But you're going to see this number not get all that out of control today, if not even be a little bit below what the air temperature is, because we'll get some drier air in place. So look for temperatures to be around 89 by noontime and a high of 100. But I'm happy to report that you won't need to worry about the heat index. It's just dry desert heat, but heat is heat, hot is hot. Still be very careful out there. And the feels like temperatures are much, much worse as you get east. Right now, Jackson, Mississippi feels like 102, and Little Rock feels like 101, feels like 101 in Tampa, and these numbers are only going to go up. This is where we have all those heat advisories and excessive heat warnings in effect again today. Not a lot of rain. There are some storms out in the Gulf, a little disturbance there, but nothing that's going to bring any relief to the deep south or us for that matter, at least not in the short term. So as we look at the extended forecast, we'll go 101 tomorrow, 99 Thursday, 97 Friday with a 30% chance of rain there Friday and Saturday. And then look for smaller rain chances on Sunday. This is not the kind of situation where your weekend plans are in jeopardy, but do watch out for some of those pop-up downpours that may briefly interrupt your afternoon plans.
Yeah, we'll watch out for it.
Yeah.
I'm wondering about the poll on SA Live, like how it's going with the chicken wings.
I can almost guarantee you it's going to be bone in.
How's it going?
Yeah, I've been asking everybody in here, and some people are like, on the fence. They like it depending on if it's wet or dry. I asked our intern, Maddie, which was a good point.
We knew it.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
What's happening?
I knew it. We were in the minority.
We're in the minority. That's us, the 11%.
Yeah, we're the 11%.
All of us there.
So, okay, but people, come on, weigh in. See, make you guys feel better. We're the boneless lovers. Scan the QR code and weigh in. Of course, it's National Chicken Wing Day, so we are asking, do you prefer bone-in or boneless? And you can weigh in. We'll see which one comes out on top. I have a feeling it's going to get back to neck and neck. But speaking of National Chicken Wing Day, it may not be a pairing that you would think of, but I have Monica and Brian here with the board couple, and I love what we're doing today to tie into the holiday.
It's so much fun. So salt is going to be the secret weapon of doing a food pairing with champagne. It's going to just complement it and bring out the wine a little bit more. We're going to talk all about the other things that make it a best friend of champagne and why you probably wouldn't think to pair it right away, but it's going to be a gold star.
But this is a thing, right? You
Yes.
said you've even ever been to a festival? Like,
oh yeah. Fried chicken and champagne is a thing that pops. It's amazing.
I have no idea. Okay, but you have all the reasons why, and also just so you can see here, guys, all the junk food that you can pair with the delicious wines of your choice. So I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for being here today. We'll chat more about that in a bit. But Jada is out on the trails somewhere, not too far from the city though.
That is right. We're just here at West Creek Trail Rides, horsing around. I brought my nephew with me, and it surprisingly is pretty cool. You want to wave to the camera? Because Mimi and Papa are watching, and Mommy. We're going to be doing some trail riding. We're going to be talking all about the specials that they have going on here, the kids camp, the kids rodeo. I can't wait for us to get into it, but I'm going to toss it back to you for now, because we got to saddle up. See y'all soon.
Hey Cairo, he's so cute, Jada. Okay, and if you would like to get out of the heat, you can take a little road trip to Bernie Cascade Caverns. We will take you down under there and show you what it's all about. Also, what is a toilet fizzer? Do I have your attention? Well, you gotta watch SA Live to find out more. We've got all that and much more coming up right here on SA Live.
Your goddess has no dominion here.
We're getting our first look at the next movie in the blockbuster Avatar franchise. Avatar: Fire and Ash finds Jake Sully and crew dealing with the fiery new tribe on the planet of Pandora. The previous Avatar movie, 2022's The Way of Water, earned more than $2.3 billion at the box office. Fire and Ash hits theaters December 19th.
We fight for home, for Wakanda.
It's almost time to return to Wakanda. A new 4-part animated series called The Eyes of Wakanda is set to drop on Disney Plus this Friday. Set in the world of Black Panther, new trailer shows heroes of the fictional African country carrying out dangerous missions throughout history. Disney is the parent company of ABC News.
Society is not known for its logic.
Good news for fans of The Gilded Age. The period drama, which stars Carrie Coon and Christine Baranski, has been renewed for season 4 by HBO. The season 3 finale is set to air August 10th.
Have you ever been in love?
Once.
The Summer I Turned Pretty may as well be called The Summer I Turned Popular. The season 3 premiere of the teen drama series has drawn in 25 million viewers in the week since it dropped on Amazon Prime Video. That's a 40% jump from the season 2 premiere. And happy birthday to Tim Gunn. The Project Runway host has been making it work for 72 years. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Melissa O'Don, ABC News.
Well, you know, school's about to start, so that deadline to apply to win this is approaching. So KSAT wants to help you out as we approach back to school. So go ahead and get out your phone and scan that QR code.
Yeah, you do it right now. This morning, we're offering one lucky winner a chance to win a $500 gift card through a special back-to-school sweepstakes on GMSA. You can enter now through this Friday at noon, which is August 1st. So good luck.
Yeah, good luck.
And KSAT's getting ready for the 2025 KSAT Pigskin Classic. This year's game will feature Sonia Sotomayor versus Clark High School on August 28th at Dub Ferris Stadium, part of Northside ISD.
So this matchup will be on air live on KSAT, KSAT Plus, KSAT.com, and our BGC app from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And of course, we're going to follow up the coverage on the Night Beat. Our KSAT Sports team, we're going to get things started on August 28th again with KSAT Game Day live at 6:30 p.m.
We'll get Stephanie out there to kick field goals.
Yeah.
We'll find out. One last look, if you're out running right now or kicking field goals, whatever you're doing out there, just be mindful of the heat today and everything, and hydrate and all that stuff. Be careful. But no accidents on the road. Just traffic-wise, we don't have any major accidents.
Well, no, but the heat is a big deal, even driving in your car. Yeah, it's super hot.
It is. You got to crank the air up, and it takes a while to cool the car down. We're used to that in South Texas.
Yeah.
But 100 degrees today, 101 tomorrow. We will get some less hot temperatures. I don't even want to say cooler, less hot by the time we get into the week with some rain chances.
Well, maybe less hot will be helpful. I got home yesterday, my mom felt my face, and she's like, "Oh, your face is so hot," just from the ride home.
Oh, yeah.
Goodness. Okay. Yeah. Perhaps you take your chicken wings hot. We'll find out. That's part of the theme with SA Live, which starts right now.
Celebrating San Antonio with the city's #1 lifestyle and variety show. This is SA Live.
Yes, it is, Ernie. Thank you for that little segue there. Trending